Now let's just go through the potential challenges that Anaplan can tackle in a little bit more details. Starting off with the data discrepancies and inaccuracies, this is one of the most significant challenge out there. If the sales data is scattered across various platforms and spreadsheets, each managed by different teams, this fragmentation can lead to inconsistencies in sales figures, in customer accounts, and performance metrics. Reconciling such discrepancies often requires manual intervention, which is not only time-consuming, but also prone to human error. As for the complex bonus structures, a company may have quite the diverse product offerings, with varying criteria for each of the different teams, regions, and even product lines. Some bonuses may be based on individual performance, while others may depend on team achievements or regional sales targets. There could be different bonus schemes, regular bonuses, winner's circle, or stock rewards, and the calculation for each of those schemes may vary. Some might be awarded on a monthly basis, others on a quarterly one, or even annually. There could be different performance metrics used for each of the incentives. For example, the regular bonuses are typically calculated by measuring achievement against targets. However, the winner's circle, the situation there might be very, very different. It is rather an internal ranking competition, which is based on quota achievement, normally exceeding 100%, growth metrics such as year-over-year sales growth, or new customer acquisition rates. And in certain cases where margin is just as important as volume, companies might include profitability metrics in their calculations. As for stock rewards, the logic behind them can be just as diverse as the winner's circle, and calculating all these bonuses requires very deep understanding of each structure's nuances, and it often involves very complex formulae that are difficult to manage manually or with some basic software. Tracking sales performance against targets in real time is virtually impossible without a centralized, unified system. Employees would need to wait for periodic reports to understand their progress towards achieving bonuses, and this delay in feedback makes it very challenging, very difficult to adjust certain strategies promptly, which can potentially, in the long run, affect the sales outcomes and the bonus earnings. In many instances, people rely on semi-manual or even fully manual calculations for the bonuses. Finance teams can spend so many hours inputting data into spreadsheets, applying formulae, and then checking calculations for errors, which not only slows down the entire bonus payout process, but also drives valuable resources from some other strategic financial tasks. Sales reps are also sometimes left in the dark about how their bonuses are calculated, which leads to mistrust and questions about the fairness of the payout process. Addressing these concerns requires additional efforts from finance and the HR departments, which further complicates the entire process. As a company grows, so does the complexity and volume of its sales data. The initial manual systems that were once in place become increasingly untenable. Scaling these processes to accommodate growth without introducing any significant delays or errors in the bonus calculations can be quite the challenge. It can be very difficult. As for the regulatory compliance and audits, ensuring compliance with financial regulations is extremely, extremely important. Manual systems make it very difficult to track and verify certain calculations, increasing the risk of compliance issues and penalties. During audits, a clear, defensible trail of calculations and payouts is required, which can be achieved through a centralized system. And perhaps the most significant challenge out of all of the challenges so far is the impact on sales representatives' morale and retention. Delays, inaccuracies, and lack of transparency in the bonus calculations could lead to dissatisfaction and demotivation amongst the sales force. In a competitive industry where talent is absolutely key to success, these issues could lead to higher turnover rates, which can impact the long-term performance and growth of the organization.